those cards were all reversed. That's bullshit. I hope that's not reverse looking when I was just looking at the view screen. I was just doing that dumb fucking internet thing where people like put messages on like cards and don't say anything and they think it's hip, like Bob Dylan's old song where he did that shit, which is, who gives a fuck? Bob Dylan's an old fart and fuck him. Anyway, so this is Daniel Yoxheimer. This is another episode of The Spectre. And this might be a very special episode because we are on the brink of possibly this. I won't be doing my show from here because we will not be in this apartment or whatever we are. You know what I mean? Because we are unable to, we might possibly be unable to make the rent, and that's like a lot of Americans, and that's why I brought it up, because everybody's feeling the crunch, you know. It's just what happens. It's just what happens, and a lot of people can relate to it, so I brought that up. And that's all well and good. But, there's a lot of stupid shit in this country's going on. And I think I've talked, and not that it's fucking dead horse issue, beating a dead horse, so to speak, but reality television is fucking stupid. Really is. Our obsession with celebrities as a culture is a sickness, I feel, personally. I don't really get it. I don't care what people do. It's not that. It's just, I think it's a fucking illness. You know, and we all have it. We all watch reality TV series, and they're disgusting and awful. But when I feel good about watching a show, it's scripted television. I always love it. You know what I mean? You know, I'm one of those fans of Breaking Bad, of course. I make no apology to that. I like Orange is the New Black. I like a lot of shows like Bates Motel. And that's what I like. Bates Motel. It's not a perfect show. I mean, it's kind of, it has its issues, but it's still, I like to watch a show. I like to watch a plot, you know, something scripted the fuck out in a real way. And I know most reality shows are scripted out. Like, I mean, another A&E show where Bates Motel airs is Duck Dynasty, which of course is scripted out, and that is a bunch of shit. And it sucks. I hate Duck Dynasty. It sucks. I don't know if it's coming back on the air, but it's a big fucking swinging bag of dicks. And that is the worst show in the world. It's a bunch of stupid people on a stupid show, and it deserves to fucking, it really does, you know? And, I mean, it's not like I hate it, like, hope some horrible scandal happens, like 19 Kids and Counting, because I always hated that show, but I made fun of it. Because I relish making fun of reality shows, because I don't understand it, because I'm 41. I grew up when I had scripted television, you know, and that was what you watched, and it was well done, and it was thought-provoking. There were good shows in the 70s, and some of the ones in the 80s. The 80s got kind of cheesy, but there were really good television series, thought-provoking shows that made us look at ourselves and made us care about other people. Now it's just garbage. It's people just basically attacking people. It's just this vicious bullshit, and you can do that or whatever, that's fine. But you know shows I'm talking about, like Hardcore Pawn or Cops or something like that. It's just, and there is a distinction between Hardcore Pawn and Pawn Stars, because Pawn Stars is people come in like, okay, your expert's gonna come back and check out my shit. Oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't worth that much. That's different. Hardcore Pawn takes place in Detroit, and I'm sure a lot of this stuff is set up, but it's pretty fucking. I mean, if you're watching this, maybe I'm sure you've probably seen it, because if you're watching just random videos on YouTube, But it's so fucked up, and most of it's set up. I mean, a lot of it is. I mean, these people just come in and maybe, I mean, it's a representation of some of their worst confrontations with customers. And believe, I mean, I've had that too, because I've worked in customer service before, and I've been on the other side of the counter when someone's pissed off. It can get ugly, and it has gotten that ugly. I mean, believe me, it really. I mean, to give a little bit of cred to this show, not that I mean, we watch it, it's funny, but it is trash. But going back to the story, I did encounter. I mean, I was a video store employee on a couple of occasions, and even a convenience store employee, and I've had heated exchanges with people over stupid shit that I couldn't possibly fix for them. But they apparently feel that, like, I'm supposed to fix all of their problems, making $6.25 an hour in 1998. But it was just like, I don't even know if I was making $6.25 an hour. It's hard to gauge a minimum wage, but because America doesn't raise it very often, clearly, for the cost of living. But well, all that set aside, I don't want to bring that up. But it is stupid. We want to watch shit go south. We love it. We're Americans. We love blood. We love, we want to see something go fucking wrong. Even when it was like 9/11, and this is sick, and I'm going to bring it up, and I know this is another bad point, but 9/11, holy shit, that was the best reality TV of all time. The Twin Towers collapsed. They were struck with planes that were taken over by terrorists. And then the Pentagon got hit. Holy shit, talk about... That was reality TV gold. And I know that's sick and it's fucking horrible. But that's how we think. Because they shot it. They sat there and they shot it the whole time and they didn't care. They didn't give a fuck about that at all. And that's really what it is. That's really what it is. And it's sick and fucked up, and we're sick, fucked up people for sort of codifying it in a way. We sort of, it was, disaster porn, and we were addicted to that in a lot of ways. We like to see fucked up shit happen. And that was not the beginning of it, but it was I think, precipice to an extent in our culture of it, because it was like, you never thought that would happen. Anyone who's been to New York City, I mean, you could never imagine those two big buildings collapsing in such a way. And all this, unfortunately and horribly, all those people perishing in that catastrophe. And it's like, it just, at some point, I think our culture becomes desensitized, and it just becomes kind of a thing where that's what we do. If there's like a train wreck, or if there's, a chemical explosion, fire thing, or, spree shooting or some kind, we kind of like, that's what we zoom in on. We don't like to zoom in on a lot of good shit, and the majority of people don't do this sort of stuff. The majority of people actually don't do this, which is good, which is a nice thing, actually. I mean, at least in the United States and a lot of other, at least, developed countries, from at least what I know. I'm just basing this on my own current knowledge. I'm not going to challenge against your current statistics. If you have updated shit, whatever, just from what I know at this point in time, they don't do this sort of thing as often. Crazy extremist people do shit. Most of us just want to, like, get up and we hope, we want to go to a job and do stuff and go on a vacation and fall in love with somebody and normal. stuff, you know. Part of the American dream, or part of the world dream. I don't know the American dream, but just whatever. The Canadian dream, or the France dream, or the Iraqi dream, or the whatever Kazakhstan dream. Fuck it. Whatever. Whatever, you know, you think is nice. You know, doesn't suck. That's what it is. Most people don't want to hijack a plane and crash it into a building or blow themselves up in a cafe or any of that shit, which is good. Most of us don't want to do that, and that's a good thing. Some motherfuckers want to do that, and it's because of what? Oh, I'm sorry, what is that? Oh, religion, yes. Religion is a tool cult leaders use to get people to do fucked up shit. And that's where I have a huge problem with it. And I don't consider myself necessarily an atheist, but I certainly don't give a fuck about organized religion. That can just go the fuck away. It needs to. That whole structure needs to be just dismantled. It is nothing but shit. It's done nothing but fucking goddamn holding the world up, and culturally and socially and everything else and economically. It's shit. It's all shit, to me at least. I don't fucking care. I don't care what dumb thing you do or what little silly hat you wear or where you do this shit. I don't give a fuck. That's fine, but I don't want it in my fucking life. And you keep it's your personal shit to yourself, you know? That's like, you know, I mean, these fucking people coming to your door and stuff, it's like, knock, knock, knock. And it's like, hey, want to talk about the Book of Mormon? You want to talk about Jesus Christ? Or whatever. And it's like, fuck you, no I don't. I don't give a shit. You don't going around knocking door to door and say, hey man, knock, knock. Hey, want to talk about fucking Star Wars? No. It's because I like Star Wars. I don't assume everybody else is gonna just, you randomly gonna be like, yeah, I'm turned on to this. I'm gonna go get the whole box set now. Thanks, Dan Yoxheimer. No, they're not gonna do that shit. I don't care if they do. It doesn't benefit me. I don't give a fuck what, I mean, if I believed in some religion, I'm not gonna just like, hey man, you know, like, oh, I got a bunch of followers. I don't care if followers me. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't want people to follow me. I don't belong to a group. You know, belonging to a group actually, I think, makes you weak. Honestly, it does. You know, you're a weak, pathetic, unindividualist fuck. You don't need to belong to a group. Like what you like. Everybody else can fuck off. They don't like what they like, what you like. And it's bullshit. It's bullshit to belong to a group. Groups are political and they get corrupted, and you have nothing with groups. Groups suck. All groups wind up it's a group of annoying people you would never want to hang out with or socialize with. And what's the point of that? Really, you've really lost when it comes down to it. You know, do you want to hang out? Really, do you want to hang out with a group of communists? No. Do you want to hang out with a group of Ku Klux Klan members? No. Do you want to hang out with a group of Republicans? No. Do you want to hang out with a group of Democrats? Not really. Honestly, surprisingly, I'm a registered Democrat. I don't want to hang out with them. I really don't even consider myself a meaningful representation of that party. Do you want to hang out with a group of feminists? No. Not really. Not that I hate them. They can be feminists. Yeah, all these people. You can be groups. Be your little groups. I don't want to belong to it. I don't care that you exist, but I'm not going to belong to it. There's no point. It's silly and stupid. For me, I mean, that's my personal belief. I don't think forming a group is anything else. It's hard enough being yourself, as far as I'm concerned, and getting by in life. So I don't believe in forming a group. And anyway, this has been another episode of the Spectre. I don't know if any of this made any fucking sense. My next episode will probably be from the woods. So, because we're not going to be living here much longer, considering our circumstances. But hey, take care and treat each other well, and Peace out.